prided ourselves coming into the season on being the only people that believed that we would be able to do all this. We knew that we would make a run. We knew it'd be close. I mean, the margin of error in the Pac-12 is razor thin, as has been seen from all of our games really within the past 2 years. And so last year we were kept in a lot of games by our grit. This year we have the talent to get over the top of the hump, and so we're just enjoying that on the way up. But I think we've been fortunate to not have played our best games yet, especially on offense.
Hello, Utah fans, and welcome into another edition of the Crimson Corner right here on KSL.com. Now we're here to talk about the Utes' big 24-21 win over the USC Trojans, ranked number 20th at the time. Josh, you were there. Is this the biggest home win in program history?
You know, I don't know if it's quite the biggest. It may be. It's a little arguable, but it's an impact of the Pac-12 conference and everything that went into this game. It's a huge win. You're sitting at top of the Pac-12 South Division. You're able to still be in national contention for that playoff berth. So it's a huge game. You know, in the offense, we still haven't seen a lot from them, but they managed to pull it out at the end. They were able to have a nice drive under 2 minutes and managed to get that win. It's great.
And we talk about all the miscues that happened throughout the game, fumbling the ball twice within the 1 yard line. Really could have put this game away, but they did make the plays down the stretch. Was enough. It was far from perfect, but it was good enough to get the job done.
Absolutely. You know, you thought with the Booker fumble as well as the Tim Patrick fumble that all was lost for Utah. But they managed to come back. Travis Wilson dialed up a great drive, 73 yards, managed to get a nice little touchdown to Kalen Clay for the win, and Utah is now sitting there at 6-1. Who would have thought?
6-1. It is hard to believe. Even the most optimistic Ute fan has to be very pleasantly surprised with Utah's current record. But enough of us talking. Let's get to the highlights.
Throws the flanker screen, and it's off the legs of his wide receiver, Darius Rogers.
That's actually a lateral, and no one's blown it dead yet. And Utah trying to take it all the way back. Davion Orphy, touchdown.
They called that a lateral. I thought the ball went forward. Orphy picked it up and ran it in.
Oh, yeah, we're screaming to pick it up and run, yeah.
Kessler lets it fly underneath. Juju Smith.
Wilson to Booker. Booker to the end zone. And SC's got it. He fumbled twice inside the 5, and SC comes away with the second fumble this time. And back it goes to the Trojans. Andy Phillips out of the hold of Tom Hackett. The kick is up. And the kick is good.
And they'll bring it out of the end zone. This is Adoree Jackson. It's the sideline of Adoree Jackson. He breaks one. 100 yards, touchdown, Trojans. And Adoree Jackson surprised Utah because he caught it, and I think they started to pull up a little bit. Didn't think he'd really run it out.
Play action pass. Wilson looking, firing to the inside. It's caught at the 3, down to the goal line. The ball's out, and it's a fumble.
No, they're saying he's down.
He's down.
After review, the runner fumbled the ball before it being down. The ball was recovered in the end zone by USC. First down at the 20-yard line.
Wow. Kessler play action pass. Still looking down the field. And it's intercepted. It's intercepted on a deflection.
Believing in ourselves and having that confidence. I think that everybody knows on our team we believe in ourselves, and when it comes down to making a big stop or something, we believe that we're going to do that.
Make it 24. Booker, right side to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. He's in the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Bees.
He's in the slot at the top. He goes over the middle. Kessler steps up and touchdown. It's Rogers. Darius Rogers found a soft spot, and USC takes a 20-17 lead.
They're going to make plays. You play teams like USC, they're going to get a bunch of plays on you. That's how it is.
Out of the I formation, here's the pitch to Aguilar. And he got it. Wait a minute, did he step out of bounds? Short. Yes, he did. He didn't get it. And the Utes have the football and 1 timeout remaining.
That last drive, we believe that we were going to score. We had no doubts whatsoever.
26 seconds. Wilson to pass. He's going to tuck it and go. Travis to the 15, to the 10, to the
Jackson! Hercules!
They'll motion play across the formation. Wilson rolls out the pass. He fires to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Kalen Clay caught it, and Utah leads it with 8 seconds to play.
Best thing to boost recruiting and get kids interested is winning football games and doing the things we've been able to do lately.
Utah's going to rush 4. They're not going to give Kessler a lot of time. And he's down! He's sacked! Welcome to Sack Lake City!
I grew up a USC fan. You know, it's a blackout game, everything. So I'm overwhelmed right now.
How does 6-1 sound?
Awesome feeling. I mean, it sounds great. It's been a while since Utah's been in the bowls. So now we're in the bowls, but we just got to keep it rolling now.
Well, the Utes are 6-1 now with that win, and heading into a matchup with Arizona State, the philosophy changes. From getting that 6-win mark, getting to bowl eligibility, to now talking about potentially competing for the South Division title.
It's going to be a tough match. The Utes have gone down to Tempe. They've played close games. They've also played not so close games. And in fact, the Utes haven't won there since 1976. So it's a very difficult place to play for the Utes. But a win against Arizona State Sun Devils is going to be a huge momentum builder, especially as they go against Oregon, Stanford, and hopefully just try to prove that they're more than just bowl eligible, but that they're able to eventually get some wins, maybe contend for that Pac-12 South title.
We go back on the road this week to Arizona State, really good football team, very balanced football team, and right now they are in first place in the South. And so it's a big challenge for our team.
I don't know if it's any different than any other stadium. You go into a lot of hostile environments, especially in the Pac-12. They got a lot of good stadiums, a lot of storied traditions here. Ours being one of them. I feel like ours is a really hard stadium to play in for other teams. We have a pretty good record here, and so going into other stadiums, I think Coach Witt touched on it. A lot of times it helps them more than it hurts you, and so you just got to deal with that, with the added pressure from them.
Just the way they've finished games against us. Last year, they fought back and pulled out an impressive win for them. And for us, it's just not so much what they've been doing, but it's just been about us not being able to fight and get that extra inch, finish the game in the fourth quarter. So with the way the season's gone so far, I think we've had a lot of experience at having to win those fourth quarter battles, and I think that's going to prepare us going into this game to be ready for anything, because with Pac-12 teams and being at Arizona State, it's not going to be an easy game.
Got to play our game and do the things that have got us to this point, so far, and not try to make any wholesale changes, and just continue to get better at what we're doing, and I think that's really all we can do at this point.
Stevenson Sylvester has played a fantastic game. Stevenson Sylvester!
The Lord has a plan for me. So I told my battalion attendant, they allowed me to come back here to Salt Lake. So it was great for me, really, because I would just be in Buffalo, just going to rehab once a day and then going to my apartment or whatever, and doing nothing. And here, I can come home and do stuff like this.
And what Stevenson Sylvester is doing, along with his former Utah teammates Matt Martinez and Robert Johnson, making burritos.
What's the art of making a great burrito?
Portion control.
1,500 of them every Monday night. Part of the Burrito Project.
Delicioso. We're just those type of guys that, just got to stay busy. And, if I just sit down in the house, and I'm just going to feel like crap even more. And my rehab probably would not be going as well as it's going by just being so inactive. Yeah, get a bike, babe, and then get a helmet. I know, right?
Then Sylvester hops on a bike and rides through the streets of Salt Lake City, delivering the burritos to the homeless.
You guys like a burrito?
What's it like for you being in the NFL, first-class hotels, first-class everything, and then coming out here and making the deliveries to those that aren't as fortunate?
It just reminds me of that I never had all that first-class stuff that you're talking about. And, I try to live my life that same way. Like, just make sure I don't get ahead of myself, knowing where I came from. And that's the biggest thing that I feel like most of these guys, most of them do notice, but some of them don't notice that, you came from a lot worse than where you're at right now, and you don't want to go back to that. And I just remember things when I was a child that has helped me get along, and whatever I can do, whether it's somebody talking to somebody or it's me delivering burritos to the less fortunate, or anything to help the community out be better in any kind of way, I'm all for that. Hey, would you like a burrito?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did someone instill that love, that caring, that wanting to give back into you at an early age?
Yeah, my mother, my grandmother, my whole family. That's how my family was brought up, and that's how we were here at Utah.
Okay, I'm an Eagles fan.
Eagles fan?
Yeah.
My mom was always harping on us that we're not better than anybody. You can work just as hard, and you don't ever want to be outworked, but you're never better than anybody. As far as you deserve more than somebody else. And, everybody deserves a chance. Everybody deserves an opportunity. Everybody deserves to be treated right. Like a burrito? Like when we go hand out burritos, the smile that comes on these guys' face when this comes around is what you do this for. So it's definitely awesome, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
What's up?
I just love everything about where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what I'm able to do in the future.
So life is good in all aspects?
All
for
aspects.
You.
I can't do nothing but say thank you.